bushes.
Her, haha. The fuck? Okay. Scene, full monitor. Which one would it be?
Full monitor.
That. The fuck?
Please.
Ah.
Okay.
There we go, that works. And then for whatever reason the webcam isn't webcamming. Yay! Webcammed. Huzzah. Gonna move that over though. Better. Okay. Enough 11 that bitch. Ah, shit. Shuffle. What's that? Okay. Almost set up.
I don't know, my sunflower, dude. How dare you?
Alright.
Man.
Men?
Man.
Man. Holy shit. It shakes the screen. Tom Brady.
Problems. We did stream this last time on my channel, and now we're streaming it on Ethan's channel. That's why you see me here, not their dumbass location. Not that it's a dumbass
location.
You know. Yeah, you know.
Exactly. You keep your words to yourself, big boy.
What? But
No.
I'm gonna be saying words and things.
Holy shit.
Would you not to hear my words and things?
Little does he. I'm racist.
You're racist. Well, that's not very good.
Little does he know I'm racist and I say slur.
You say slurs?
Certified.
Shut the fuck up.
Boy, no! My belly pull! Don't kill it! I don't want it dead!
Well, too bad.
Did that? No, that.
Nope.
No.
Playing some classic Plants vs.
Could I
Thank you.
flip the other way? Could I flip the camera the other way instead of just vertically? Could I flip it horizontally? That'd be nice.
Why would you want to flip it horizontally or vertically?
So that way I'm not just looking at a wall whenever I look over at Streamlabs or Discord or whatever's on the other monitor.
Oh! Stop killing the zombies! I want the potato mine to activate! Yes! Okay, now you can kill me. No, no! I just planted that!
Is it gonna be this?
Someone's not having a good time.
Getting raped.
No, that doesn't do it. That doesn't do it either. Fuck. Oh well. I can't do anything about that. Anyway, problem, Sleuth. You're a hysterical dame.
Yeah.
You are trapped in your apartment. You are about to go into a fit of hysterics. You could really use a strapping fellow to come help you out. HD, quickly retrieve arms from drawer. You've already got arms, sugar tits. HD, hurl teddy bear at door to break it down. You're quite positive there has never been a teddy bear in your apartment, and never will be. Frankly, the notion strikes you as silly and childish. HD, hurl pillow at door to break it down. It didn't work. The exertion has increased your hysteria gauge. HD, check drawer for strapping fellas. It's absurd to think there will be any strapping fellas in here, but on a day as strange as this one, who knows? The door is locked. You shut the wardrobe. You're not sure what it was doing wide open like that. Why, it just so happens. Oh, fuck. Search room for business card of hard-boiled detective. Why, it just happens there's one on your handbag. Looking for a hard fella to sleuth your problem? Things getting too hot to handle? Need a tough stud to sort it all out? 1-800-HOT-STUD. Next. Unfortunately, it seems your phone is missing a variety of phone parts. You can't make the call. HG, scream into pillow to lower hysteria meter. It seems to help a little. HG searches room for missing phone parts. They are nowhere to be found in the room. Facing east, you see a large bedroom window, of course, providing a view of the breathtaking urban mural across the street. On the small table is a locked music box, the key for which you have misplaced. That is loud.
What's loud?
Quiet. YouTube music. On a small table is a locked music box, the key for which you have misplaced. You really have no idea what to do. You're simply too hysterical to think straight. Next. 80. Enter room from secret code to code into code machine.
What the?
What the fuck? I don't think I read that right at all.
Good for you.
Okay. You punch the game code into the code machine. You feel the game around you reconfiguring itself into a different saved state. Next. After going through a lengthy and mostly pointless series of events, you finally managed to reassemble your phone. Maybe you can finally call for help and end this nightmare. However, you have been dialing this number for hours to no avail. There has been no answer. Maybe this time will be the charm. HG, call the strapping sleuth fellow one more time. The man on the phone answers in a hard-boiled manner. He explains to you gruffly that he'd love to help you out, sweetheart, but he's up to his neck in all this weird puzzle shit. He hangs up. Next. You're a little disappointed, but can't empathize with his need to address the weird puzzle shit. Next. In the state of the game, it appears the really convoluted puzzle has been solved. It probably took hundreds of pages to solve it. You have no idea who was clever enough to solve the Sudoku up there, or tall enough for that matter. The solved puzzle appears to have activated a blinking button on the control panel. What the fuck happened here? This looks like it's possibly from a different comic. 80, push button. It releases the lock on the hatch. A vertical column extends upwards, but it bumps into the ceiling before the column's entrance can be fully revealed. There is not enough space for it to extend into. Next. In the state of the game, you have finally finished falling. There is no one in the room and nothing except for a magic medicine cabinet. Ichi, grab the knife and let out a terrifying battle cry. You pick up the knife. Its cuddly comfort calms your hysterical condition considerably and alliteratively. Next.
Nice English, bro.
Yeah, I know. Nah, not for English. Suddenly you flip out, wielding the teddy bear. Wielding the teddy bear has maxed out your hysteria gauge. This is very bad. P.I. Ogle the cabinet open. Ogle the cabinet open? What? Huh? What does that mean? The medicine cabinet remains closed. However, you did find yourself mildly disconcerted. P.I. Open cabinet. Inside, along with some sort of dimensional rift, are assorted medicines. Put itself on top of column and push button. Go back. Wait, no, better idea. 80, drop window above column and push button. The column extends easily into the ample space provided by the window. 80, turn off the window. The bulk of the column is locked off. You prop the window up over there, plug it back in, and shove the rest of the stuff off to the side. 80, strap-on parachute, enter the acrontic hole.
Akron?
No. You enter the column's stump. You enter. The column stump recedes into the floor. The window falls over, upside down. Next. HG. Stabs. Stab. 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 You're not sure why you're flailing around your cute teddy bear like this. You look a little closer and see something tied around its neck. HG. Look closer. It's a music box key. You put it in your inventory. HG. Open the music box. A dancer twirls, the sweet melody begins to play. The mirror becomes illuminated. Something is inside. Next. It is a dashing man riding a noble mount. Your eyes meet. You are overwhelmed by feelings of longing. Is this the man of your destiny? Next. The music stops and you put the music box down. There is something looming out the window. Well, you see, you would understand what's going on if you actually,
We're present for the first episode.
Yeah, we're present for the first episode. Or watch the first episode, which is available for you to watch. Alright.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Quit.
The music stops. You put the music box back down. There is something looming out the window. Your hysteria skyrockets. You feel dizzy, as if you were about to pass out.
Other fucker.
You wake up in a strange, dark room. What is that? What is that? No, what was that it? Has your quest of the spirit ended? Are the elves pleased? On all four walls of the room are large stone busts. Each appears to be blocking a doorway. P.S. Attempt to move weasel bust. You won't budge an inch. You are not surprised in the least, since you do not recall ever receiving a boon from the Weasel Kingdom. Next. Something mystical is happening with the elf bust. It appears to be momentarily phasing out of the temporal plane. It looks as though you can pass through it. P.I. Enter cabinet portal. You hit your head against the rear of the cabinet, spilling all the medicine. You have a splitting headache. Maybe some of these pills will make you feel better. P.I. Blindly take large amounts of pills. Oh, that's just death. You take a large dose of powerful hallucinogens. Oh boy. Next.
My fire alarm is going fucking nutty.
Is this Alice in Wonderland type shit? You are a nervous broad. You wake up locked in your apartment. For a second you thought you saw something disappear into the mouse hole. Next. 80. Deploy parachute. You land in a mysterious realm. A small band of hogs is there to greet you in the hospitable comfort of a muddy wallow. Your pulchritude is likely low enough to commune with these creatures. 80. Establish superiority by punching nearest hog and snout. The hogs are enamored of your rowdy, no-nonsense brand of ruffianism. Your superiority has been clearly established. Clearly. Next. Their leader, Porkhurst, relates to you the woes of his kind. They crave salted melons, yet the prize is guarded by a loathsome enemy. Will you accept the righteous mission? Envy, retrieve the lipstick from the bed ominously. You pick up the lipstick. It is a sultry shade of red. Nothing happens, but it makes you a little nervous. Envy, examine gazebo-ish model. It is a toy carousel affixed atop your full-length mirror. It will not turn or play its music without the carousel key. Envy, close medicine cabinet. You do not have the physical strength to close it. If only a tall, brawny fellow would stop by. Maybe the pickle gentleman you remember reading about somewhere. Where was his cardigan? As you push the mirror, you notice your own reflection. Your frayed nerves have caused you to look dreadful. Your makeup could use some freshening. P.S. Enter door. You enter the control room. Hey, look, an old-fashioned code machine. You wonder if there are any codes lying around to punch into it. Next. It is a big pigsty in here. You wonder what slob was responsible for this mess. more keeps happening every second we leave the screen. There's a big... Oh, I already read that. P.S. Check score. A stick. Huh. Interesting. NB, apply makeup. Something about this idea makes you very nervous. You proceed with nervous caution. Next. Suddenly you flip out. Wielding the lipstick has maxed out your nerves gauge. This is very bad. Next. You drop the disconcerting instrument. You may think twice before picking it up again. You're not sure if your nerves could take it. 80. Accept righteous mission. You blindly accept and begin gathering melons into your parachute. It appears your intrusion is unwelcome. A weasel nearby is flipping the fuck out. 80. Politely ask Weasel to calm the fuck down. No. Fuck.
I don't get to choose my plans, okay.
You consider how to phrase the diplomatic request, but you come up empty. Your etiquette monstrance has no manner sit shards. What? You beat the weasel to death with your monstrance. P.S. Go get pig poster from A-Stick's office. You go down the elevator and grab the poster. As you suspected, there is a game code printed on the back. P.S. Go back, go. You return to the control room, but first you stop in your office.
Hi, I'm back.
You left?
No, you're not. Yeah, you left,
I did. My fire alarm decided it would be really funny if it started screaming at the top of its lungs right now.
Oh, that is really funny.
No, it's not.
You've grown fond of the thing and sort of missed it. You think it might be cool to have around for whatever reason. And examine mural in order to calm nerves. It's not working. The mural is just too unpleasant. And search room to make sure it contains no fancy Santas.
What?
Okay. You are quite sure there are no fancy Santas to be found in your room, but just to be absolutely certain, you look around. Wait a minute, is that... Next. Oh fuck, it's a bunch of fancy Santas. It is your prized collection. They always help to calm your nerves. It appears that one is missing. NB, pick up card next to phone. You pick up the business card. Disconcerted, you get a tall, brawny fellow to come by and inspect your pickle. Perhaps I may be this fellow. 1-800 ogle now. NB, call the fellow.
What?
The tall, brawny fellow does not seem to have a phone. Next.
Inspect your pickle.
Your nerves have elevated again. You accumulate enough worry points to add a new nerve tech to your arsenal. Level 3, case of the vapors. You are about to pass out. 80. Return melons to pigs in manly fashion. You can't. A band of enraged weasels is hot on your tail. But there is a porkhurst, sweet porkhurst. He guides you into a hole in the tree trunk. Porkhurst has gratefully accepted the melons and departed, but not before leaving you with a profound quest of the spirit. Against the walls, a magic buffet table. Plated on its surface is a gorgeous feast. 80. Open buffet cabinet. Throbbing magical energy is concealed within the furnishing. P.S. Decipher code using the Enigma machine. You enter the game code from the big poster. The universe around you begins to change. Next. The code has taken you to an earlier point in the game. You are a stick. With no conscious knowledge of what just happened, you have a strange sense of deja vu. You were about to take a parachute from the panel, but you space out and forget to take it. There was something else you were about to do. What was it? 80. Oh yeah, go through window. You land on the side of the enormous beast. There is something familiar about this situation as well. Something unfortunate is about to happen. 80. Quick, hop into storefront before beast disappears. You head for the window and notice an enticing skull along the way. Next. 80. Ignore the portal. There's a victuals to be had. You disregard the mysterious gateway. You would probably only bump your head on the back of the thing anyway. You partake of the mouth-watering feast. Next. In spite of your tremendous stomach capacity, you pass out from overeating. You feel yourself drifting to another plane of reality. Next. A-Stick's imagination is too crude to have a female alter ego. Small 80. Look for exit from Giant Games apartment. You scurry into a mouse hole in the south wall. It looks like there's a fancy Santa over there. You don't have time to admire its beauty, though. Next. Ugh. It seems like that game code did nothing. What a waste of time. Push buttons on the machine randomly. That doesn't look good.
Push buttons on things randomly. That's never a good idea.
No, it's a great idea, always. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Grab parachute and jump through upside down window. Cool. PI, go through weasel bust. Flip bird to elf bust on the way.
Bugs.
I had the wrong cadence for that, but okay. The occult bust weeps tears of blood. Next. It appears to be some sort of lounge room, although it looks like a couch is missing. There are 3 face-shaped indentations on the wall at different heights. P.S. Make a pit stop at the sleazy brothel in the sky. There's a what? There's a sleazy brothel in the sky. Next. You miss landing on the brothel by a bit. You wave to the whores as you pass them by. P.I. Function on
The
the
what?
paper table.
The horrors?
The whores. The table contains smutty
The
material
horrors,
that makes you
because
highly uncomfortable.
I can not understand.
Use tallness powers to press face in highest indentation. The couch archetype of
Yeah,
fire
it is.
is triggered by the interface afforded through your mighty tallness attribute. It settles upon a couch suitable to your profile. It's quite an elegant piece of furniture. It looks like your imagination could run wild with it. Next, the small man reappears from the hole with some lipstick. Ishi, take the lipstick. You cautiously appraise the cosmetic accessory. There is nothing unusual about it at all, and there is no reason whatsoever for your hysteric age to elevate. Ichi, wheel the lipstick in calm, casual manner. You start flipping out with the chainsaw. You saw the fancy Santa in half. There was a carousel key inside. Well, that's convenient. It's a lustrous head. It's a lustrous head of hair. You've always been pretty insecure about your baldness, and maybe it's finally time you did something to boost your self-esteem. 80. Take quick. You take the Prussian crosshair helmet. PI, build fort from couch cushions. Nice. PI, drink candy corn liquor. Oh. The powerful liquor.
Did you say candy corn liquor?
Yes, maxes out your imagination.
Why does it sound like a slur?
Candy corn liquor.
Liquor, as in the alcohol, not liquor, as in a person who
Oh!
does things.
Oh!
Remove dead bushes with your Excuse me.
Your life
My bad.
can barely contain the raw power, causing you to feel mildly disconcerted. PI, enter fort.
What?
Oh. Next. You are possessed by violent imaginative pneumonia. You feel as if you can bend this entire continuum to your will. You can do anything. Oh God. A loathsome
You
My
can
shovel.
see, huh?
What is going on over
He
there?
can do anything.
I can do
My
anything.
shovel is down now, and I have to dig up all the dead bushes that keep coming in my yard.
Anywho,
Oh. That was random.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. That was so random. P.S. Land already. It appears the Rumble was locked in escalating conflicts. These warring parties clearly need a diplomatic savior. You land in an enchanted palace. Fuck. Nuclear bombs. Next. You bow before His Majesty. The tale of his kingdom's sorrows plucks at your heartstrings. He has a royal appointment for you which you cannot refuse. 80. Look out window. You thought you saw something moving by your window. You take a look outside and notice an exceptional work of art. This is a work of art. Next. The mural seems to be a single tire in one of those really cool but somewhat dated photo mosaics. The mosaic appears to be printed on the opposing wall of a gigantic office. Cool. Whoever was occupying this office has likely been trapped in here for some time. This seems like a safe assumption to you, but the office is empty from the vantage of your dollhouse window. It looks like someone has just vanished into a portal on the floor. Oh, really now? Well, loop that? Okay. PI, become overwhelmed by possibilities. Your imagination is like an untamed stallion bucking through the cavity in your imaginary skull. There is so many ways to deal with this beast, you can't possibly attempt them all, or can you? PI, combat operandi, level 8, pickle, replic combat operandi. Oh. Next. Ooh. PI, rip up buildings and throw out beast. 80. HD, while flipping out, chainsaw the lockbox. You sliced your cherished lockbox in half. Actually, it was a music box. The small, terrified man has taken the carousel key and fled. Next. PI, let the beast swallow you and fight him from the inside. Oh, combat operandi. The beast invokes combat and operandi level 18, belly of the whale. One of your duplicates is swallowed whole. Oh no. Next. Once inside, you quickly set about turning its various organs into delicious candy. The beast suffers moderate damage. Only moderate? What did you do to his dick and balls? What candy did you turn it into? Once inside, you... Oh, fuck. PI, ascend to godhood. What? This guy smells like Nichols. Does he now? You see, I didn't know that. One of your duplicates decides to achieve deity status. He now resides as the serene, omnipotent master of all realities. Godhead Pickle Inspector will no longer respond to any user commands other than GPI fondly regarded creation. What the fuck? PI, take the form of an even more loathsome beast. Ooh. Next. You transform into an absolutely grotesque monster. Next. In this form, you quickly dispatch the lesser beast. Next. But now, Monster Pickle Inspector is out of control. It will only respond to user command MPI succumb to unfathomable bloodlust. MPI succumb to unfathomable blood. Bratwurst. Bratwurst? I think perhaps you've misunderstood. PS, refused His Majesty and flip him the bird. Never. You gladly accept your duty and are honored by his lordship's trust. P.S. Accept new armor and weapon. You don royal diplomat's tunic and head garland, and accept perhaps the most potent weapon of the kingdom, the legendary tech tricks of the Arbiter. You think the getup is a little silly, though, so you change it back to your normal clothes. Next. You take up the head of the negotiating table with high-ranking officials from the Four Kingdoms. A map of disputed territory is handy. You listen with sage composure as the representatives list their countrymen's grievances. Next. The Hog Provost relates with measured dismay recent events which have thrown the entire kingdom out of balance. Recently, a mysterious visitor has been abetting clownkind, helping them to slap the plump, unsuspecting rumps of innocent hogs. This has triggered a most pronounced and unwelcome escalation. Evil clown. Next. The situation is clearly a diplomatic minefield. One misstep could send the realm into oblivion. You will have to tread carefully and choose your balance of alignments wisely. P.S. Open allegiance mesh. Ooh. Fancy. P.S. Control delete. Game fucking over. Where'd this take me? What is this? Who is this? Weird, okay. PI, Conjure Candy Mecca. Oh. 80, read business card. This sounds like exactly what you were looking for. Looking for a tough brute? This hard dick is your ace in the hole. 1-800-ACE-DICK. Great. 80, call number. The line is busy. You wonder who he could be talking to. Next. The whores say they will be right over. They take off in the whoremobile. Alright, next. Ace wakes up in the pentagram room. You're not totally sure, but you think this means there are now 3 ace sticks running around. That sounds about right. 80, walk through pig room. You enter the room through the vanishing hogdust. There's a computer station along with the dot matrix printer and a punch card machine, which is on the floor for some reason. Next. Monster Pickle Inspector is going berserk. He employs battle technique level 48, disconcerting ogle. Oh no. Half your party is slain, leaving 3 remaining, including the one piloting the mecha. Yeah, charge and fire your laser. Well, okay, you don't have a laser where you pump the beast full of hot sugar. It suffers moderate damage. In a fit of cowardice, the beast absconds. Next. It looks like the little fellow has brought you your carousel key. What a kind small man. Envy, Yusuke. Something is happening to the mirror. Next. There is something funny whirling in the sky. Whoa. Next. Huh? Next. What? Okay. A stick busts through the door and smacks the beast with a romance novel, dealing a brutal affront. I don't think that's a romance novel. I think that's just a board. Next. Beast is slain. Wonder where nervous rock went. Reaps spoils of battle. She went in the portal. Victorious moment. Pickle Inspector gained a level. Imagination plus 580 pulchritude, plus 1 vim, minus 103 Pickle Inspector. Excelled to new rating. Become an aristocrat. Pickle Inspector, accrued combat apparatus, abstracted thought, is to gain a level. Imagination, alien pulchritude. Minus 0 vim, plus 45. A stick increased stomach capacity by 3.3 liters. A stick increased stomach capacity by 4.2 liters. A stick increased stomach capacity by 6.8 liters. A stick achieved level 26 stomach prowess. A stick accrued combat apparatus. Check yourself, Jonah. A stick excelled to new rating. Jowly Roughneck. A Pickle Inspector gained a level. Imagination, plus 1,040 pulchritude, plus 2 vim. Pickle Inspector has lost his vim gauge entirely. Oh. Okay. Pickle Inspector had learned a new type of model, disquieting leader. Pickle Inspector accrued combat apparatus, temporal replicsimile. The beast dropped artifact. Ferruginous Horn. 80. Inspect Ferruginous Horn. You are transfixed by its rich, rust-colored pinata. It is probably worth a fortune. 80. Activate punch card machine. It dispenses a punch card. 80. Insert punch card into big computer. The aging machine noisily performs tens, if not hundreds, of mind-boggling computations per second. The dot matrix printer turns out a printout. 80. Big printout. 80. Chainsaw your way out of your room. Formula product, 5 alarm, hot sauce, ingredient breakdown, polished horn, burnished horn, ferruginous horn, chipotle pepper. Chipotle pepper? You should chainsaw your way out of your room. You drew a line around the door with lipstick. Next. PI combat apparatus, abstracted thought. Dumb. Okay. You fade from the imaginary reality, leaving your final duplicate behind. Pickle Inspector has woken from his trance. He is now capable of functioning in reality while still maintaining a presence in the imaginary realm. Nice. Next. Monster Kingpin finishes his soul quest. He emerges from the experience inwardly enriched and full of wisdom. Who the fuck are you? MK. Go through Condor. All quests have been completed. The curse has been nullified. The statues have been banished forever. P.S. Too difficult. Go online and search for a walkthrough. This is complete bullshit. You have no idea what to do with this stupid mesh or how to solve this crisis. You resolve to find some help. Next. FAQ walkthroughs. Paint adventures. That's goofy. P.S. Open one of the walkthroughs. Whoa. Oh boy. Number 1, Introduction. So, okay, this is the third MS-Paint adventure called Problem Sleuth, and it's a little, a lot longer than the other ones, like Bard's Quest and Jailbreak. And it's also harder to solve with lots of puzzles and more hard-boiled lugs and nervous dames to save than ever. So hang in there and we'll go through the adventure together. It will take a lot of imagination and some vim, and yes, just a little bit of Poker 2 too. Version history. As with every other guide that I've wrote, this guide is my own property. I happily made this all for you to enjoy, for all to enjoy and use, and all that I ask is that if you're planning on using this for your site, then just ask me for permission. Okay, I'm really easy to get along with and generally don't mind it so long as you ask for my permission first. Don't go thinking, oh, he'll never say okay. Let's just rip off the guide and post it anyways, because that's a flawed way of thinking. Just to give it a shot sometime and you may be surprised. My email box is always open. Time to get started with the adventure at hand. 3. Items. Key. Description. You are quite sure there has never been a key on your desk, and never will be. Location on PS's desk. Steal from Vorthrax, Cthulhu, Jelly Demon Geist. Use with handgun bullets, max alchemy guide. Candy corn plus rubber 2 plus elf hat equals key plus drops weasel snot, code machine equals tootsie roll. Note sells for 17 spawn deluxe. Tuba. Description, filthiest horn you've ever seen. You'd sooner press your blowhole to the dick of a rowdy leper. Location, PS's backroom, plus elf in Princess's Tower, steal from level 86, Earl Molasses, Fats Wraith. Use with horn polish, fats painting, lips plus melody plus soul, alchemy guide, strand piano wire plus glass shard plus romance novel equals tuba plus couch cushion plus imaginary gramophone, sacred urn, that sells for 0 spawn deluxe, 200 if properly polished. Salted melon. Description, lusted after by hogkind, nurtured protectively by weasel nation, luscious mouth-watering contraband, diplomatic quagmire. Location, weasel orchard, under NB's bed, behind speakeasy counter in clown cottage, inside PS's reel-to-reel machine, inside Starkey bust, above dumbwaiter in PS's back room, behind hot sauce still in dumpster in imaginary alley, in crawl space behind HG's and NB's room, steal from weasels, Weasel King, Morthal, dry axes, bone guard mount, used with mustard, little horseradish, eager hog, alchemy guide, machine gun plus Pez equals salted melon plus curtain rod equals, plus brass knuckle equals refulgent horn, now it sells for 3 spawn deluxe. Chipotle pepper, hottest pepper, the side of the Rio Grande. Better have a strong stomach capacity before braiding this vegetable. Location, under A-Stick's hat. Steal from A-Stick. Use with hot sauce. PS scroll down a ways. Oh my. Walkthrough. Here's a completed walkthrough of this game from beginning to end. The first room. Oh no, you're trapped. Yes, that's right. Get used to it. It happens a lot in this game. Anyway, so you're going to want to start messing around with a lot of stupid and useless sounding commands to waste a bunch of time, to waste as much time as possible and get nowhere. But I can help you get through some of this faster by saving you some time. But I will still be thorough so you don't miss anything. Okay, here we go. Command, quickly retrieve arms from safe. Try not to be fooled by the fact that the guy does not have arms. This will happen in a lot of the game. He'll say where's his arms, but don't worry, he has them. It's just you can't see them. Usually try to resist asking where his arms are. Retrieve your gun. There are games to be rescued. There is a gun sitting on your desk. It looks really tempting to pick up and shoot, but wait, not so fast. There is this weird glitch in the game that happens a lot. You'll see it turns into a key. Okay, next, let's see if we can do something about that door. Yes, search for diplomacy. Sleuth diplomacy. Description allows you to acquaint recipient with your brand of diplomacy. Required character rating, Dapper Swain. Of tiers 1, Measles. Don't really care about all that. P.S. Keep searching. Whoa. Cheat code 1328. This is for that hard part with the 4 kingdoms that involves every trick of diplomacy you've learned on to this point. The kingdoms are not getting along, so Problem Sleuth has to negotiate a solution. See part 54.3 and walkthrough for this. Also, make sure you've sharpened the Tetrix of the Arbiter and have obtained the ink of Squid Pro Quo. It will really help. People complain that it's basically impossible. Personally, I like to just use the Allegiance mesh and get through it and not cheat. But if you just don't have the time, you can use this code to get past it. Yes, print cheat code. Water. The dot matrix printer prints out your code. Hey, go downstairs and check out swimming pool. It is a luxurious, above-ground pool. It looks refreshing. It also appears to have a jacuzzi setting. 80. Toss the Ferrogonous horn into pool. Not taking any chances, you toss the horn in before going for a dip. Next. Something comes out of the manhole over there. Huh. Other 80. Go down to street and grab horn. You put the Ferrogonous horn in your inventory. 80. Go back up and then go down to your office for other horns. You take the polished horn and burnished horn from your office. 80. Go to hot sauce still. It's sort of a pain in the ass getting around this place. 80. Make 5 alarm hot sauce. You deposit the polished horn, the burnished horn, and the Ferrogonous horn into the still hatch. You retrieve the chipotle pepper from your hat and put that in as well. It will be a little while before it is ready. Cool. HE, go through mirror to look for ND. You turn the key and enter the portal. The small A-stick follows you through. The candy mecha walks out the door for some reason. Next. You are surprised to find yourself as a giant hysterical dame. It causes you to feel slightly more hysterical. Small A-stick is now a normal-sized A-stick. 80. Activate jacuzzi setting on pool. The pool begins to bubble vigorously. Next. Something appears in the sky above the manhole. Huh. Enemy, investigate the portal nervously. Oh. MK, retrieve arms from Dollhouse. Who is this guy? Oh, you're right, he was the one guy that has done everything already, apparently. Yeah, MK, retrieve arms from Dollhouse. You've already got arms, shit for brains. MK, grab brass knuckles. You are quite sure there are no brass knuckles on your desk. That space has clearly been reserved for the Megaton key. PI, get cheat code from printer. You retrieve the cheat code. PI, go to control room. There's a big mess in here. It looks like there was a fun puzzle that you would have really enjoyed solving, especially that Sudoku up there. But alas, to your eye, it has already been solved perfectly. It looks like your candy corn liquored up imaginary self is floating out there. I wonder what he wants. Imaginary PA, combat apparandi, temporal replic simile. You split into 2 pickle inspectors. One of them disappears into the past, the other into the future. Alright. Next. Ah. He solves the puzzle. You appear in the past to enter the window to find a stick struggling to solve a difficult puzzle. You think you could probably take a crack at it. In particular, that Sudoku is tickling you, puzzle-prone. PI solved the Sudoku. Absolute perfection. The rest of this puzzle should be a breeze. Next. In a little while, you solve the rest of the puzzle, blowing yourself up in the process. The physical world can no longer sustain your imaginary body. Aw, that's sad. This is getting kind of confusing. Godhead Pickle Inspector thinks you should just relax and have fun and not worry too much about it. But if you need a refresher on what's actually going on with all these character duplicates and time-bending shenanigans, he offers a scoop. There is still only one problem, Sleuth, who is off in some enchanted land sifting through a political crisis. There is one pickle inspector, and there are 8 imaginary pickle inspectors. All but 2 of them were killed and one became GPI. The other one just split into 2, and one of those just went back in time and died. The other went into the future, possibly to reappear sometime later. This means there is now 1 real pickle inspector in the present, and 1 imaginary one in the future. There are 3 A-sticks, for the following reasons. PS, 80, and PI each have a lady counterpart. In accordance with the deep-seated mythology that dictates that any man secretly wishes to have sex with a female version of himself. R.E. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Mikey, Minnie, Mickey, Minnie, etc. HD is PS's counterpart, NB is PI's fault, ED is his own counterpart, because he has a very poor imagination. So that's one duplicate, AD, the one with the big slash helmet. Also, a while ago, AD used a game code to restore an earlier state in the game. That earlier version of AD went through the storefront and out the music box and became small AD. Meanwhile, the present AD went about his business in the present. That makes 3 A-sticks, the normal one, the small one with the skull, though now normal-sized, and the girl one, who is not actually a girl. See? See? How hard was that? Okay, got it. PI enter code. Typical inspector in the present enters the T-code. Reality bends around you. You feel as if you're about to skip a lot of really difficult and boring parts of the game. Next. Successful political negotiation. Problem Sleuth has penned an accord among the 4 kingdoms. Parades choke rural hamlets, statues erect, peace prevails. P.S. View terms of treaty with Adobe Treaty Viewer. What? Treaty of Sleuth intercession. View articles 248 to 263. 214 to 226, 264 to 312. Yes, okay, looks good. Present to His Highness. His Majesty approves. The treaty is ratified by royal decree all this all. P.S. Reap spoils of diplomatic triumph. Victorious moment. Problem Sleuth gained a level. Imagination plus 38 pulchritude plus 1070 vim plus 10. Well, pulchritude 10 plus 10,870 vim plus 10. Problem Sleuth excelled to new rating. Got the customer. Problem Sleuth accrued battle technique level 10. Sleuth diplomacy. Problem Sleuth accrued battle technique. Fair shake. Problem Sleuth gained a level. Imagination plus 45. Pulchritude plus 4,520. Vim plus 13. Problem Sleuth excelled to new rating. Groom to the haberdasher's daughter. Okay. Problem Sleuth accrued battle technique. A brass tacks problem. Sleuth accrued combat operandi. Sepulchritude. The king dropped artifacts. The roll chemistry set containing 100 drops of elf tears, 100 drops weasel song, 100 drops hog slop, drop pie filling. Munitions rag containing 1,000 rounds, 10 gun ammo, 1,000 rounds, Tommy gun ammo, 100,000 rounds, machine gun ammo, 1 battery pack, 1 extension cord. Next. 80. Take skull to skull slot. You head for the skull slots, but along the way to save time, you just drop it through the skylight for the Problem Sleuth to pick up. Problem Sleuth eyes his own skull with unease. You wonder why the skull seems so much smaller than your own head, but you're not about to get hung up on that detail. Yeah, probably best not to, honestly. P.S. Add skulls to inventory. You pick up the skull along with the other stuff lying around, including the Tommy gun and the skylight, because, hey, you might as well. You load the Tommy gun to capacity using the munitions bag. You plug the skylight into the battery pack. MK, make a crude pass at NB. You subject the skittish prohibition-era flapper to your vulgar overtures, making a number of unseemly references to her swell set of glad rags and swanky pair of gams. You suggest in no uncertain terms she is the berries and the bees knees all in one. Your advances go over like a lead balloon. Yeah, they went over my head as well. What the fuck are you talking about? Jesse, you having fun over there?
I am.
Playing PvZ, or are you just hanging out watching me read?
I am playing PvZ.
Very fun. Next. Enraged by the chilly reception, you give the gal a good shiner and remind her that there's still plenty of room on Whore Island. Hysterical Dame is not pleased by Mobster Kingpin's treatment of her housemate. The brass knuckles are so heavy, the desk breaks in half under the extreme weight. Little lady, run into MK's dollhouse. You've jerked around with that pool enough. It's time for action. You grab your romance novel and your box of chocolates and gear the fuck up for some hardcore fisticuffs. PI, go through clown bust door. You go through the door once guarded by the clown bust. Next. It's a strange back room. There is an open safe. Violent noises are coming from that room. Yeah, check it out. Horse feathers. These bear cats have claws. Lobster Kingpin takes no damage and remains impervious to all physical attacks. Cool. P.S. Take skulls to slot. All 3 skulls are in the appropriate slots. The double doors are unlocked. P.I. Open what appear to be cruise ship portholes. It is hard to see through the portholes. They do not appear to be receiving any power. MK. Wheeled brass knuckles. The Megaton key is too heavy to lift at your current VIM level. MK. Battle technique. Running numbers. You roll the dice. As luck would have it, your VIM gauge maxes out. Nice. MK. Aggress. Your hysterical dame is down for the count. Oh no! Candy Mecha. Aggress. The small mecha releases a confectionery barrage. Monster Kingpin takes a tasty brunt of it in his pie hole. Next. Monster Kingpin's blood sugar elevates slightly, making him briefly susceptible to physical attacks. Nervous Broad deals a blow for minor damage. Next. Enraged Monster Kingpin picks up the dollhouse and gets rid of it. Ugh! The door is blocked from the other side, so he has no choice but to throw it through the window. With quick thinking, the Candy Mecha jumps into the pool first. The mecha lands hard on the street, causing major damage to surrounding buildings. The office window is knocked loose to the street below. The skylight window also appears to have loosened from the concrete. Next. Whee! There goes the house. The dollhouse tumbles through the sky, lands on the Candy Mecha. 80. Join battle through pool portal. You're here for 2 things: to fucking ruin someone's shit and to play a friendly game of make believe. And you're all out of imagination. P.S. Go through double doors. The door is locked behind you permanently. Next. A mob of surly thugs is there to welcome you. Through combat, or just to welcome you through like handshakes and diplomacy? P.S. Throw dead thugs through doors for dramatic entrance. Man, you wish you thought of that before you went in. That would have been so badass. P.S. Swap paths with one of the thugs and sneak by undetected. You are predictably detected almost immediately and are socked right in the kisser in a very much non-undetected way. You suffer a loss of 1 vitality carrot from your luck reliquary. You ask for your hat back. P.S. Combat Apparandi. Sepulchritude. You prepare to unleash your most devastating attack. The thugs cower in mortification. But you decide not to bring that noise just yet. You just go with the Sleuth diplomacy instead. P.S. Level 2 Sleuth diplomacy. Ooh. Cool, page. Next. The defeated surly thugs drop 14,250 spondylix. You pick up the loot and progress to the next level. 80. Pick up windows and go up. Oh. You grab the office window and the skylight and head up to your office window. You leave behind Problem Suit's office window because it is just too damn heavy and cumbersome. You go to the skull slot room. The doors unfortunately are locked. It will probably take about double your own considerable strength to bust through them. 80. Feed MK some chocolates. You lob a hand grenade into MK's mouth. His blood sugar level rises again. Now is the ideal time to attack. Quick, PI, fire. Bam. Pickle Inspector seizes the opportunity and draws his key. He takes careful aim, but suddenly becomes distracted by that enchanting lady over there. Her beauty is like nothing he's ever imagined. He accidentally shoots a stick. No, a stick! Next, auto parry. A stick completes a successful auto parry. He takes a bullet directly into the gut. It is an incredibly painful and debilitating wound. 80. Smack MK with a 2x4. Nice. Emotions. You fan MK with juicy pages from your romance novel, dealing moderate damage. The florid tales fill MK's bosom with rhapsodic passions. His emotions level rises. The rising meter drains his imagination, pulchritude, and VIM gauges. Next. Problem Sleuth reaches level 2. You are confronted with a nasty pincer formation of thugs and 2 frightening beasts. It appears the supply of malefactor Male factors is being persistently replenished with a realm bridged through a sliding glass door. Thugs aggress. The thugs take you to task with an array of bully truncheons and roustabout clubs. You lose a few more vitality carrots. Agitation in the configuration of your pluck reliquarian settles mysterious forces of communion from afar. Next. Hysterical Dane's empathy magpie begins to flap harder. She regains consciousness with an extra spring in her step. She is a few notches closer to maxing out her charm break meter. What the fuck does that mean? MK battle technique. Hit the mattresses. Your Bulkatrude stat surges. You'll need it to rally your boys. This is all out war. MK combat operandi. Send in the clowns. Not the clowns! A stick absorbs the brunt of an outrageous honking floppy shoot assault. Several gumption wafers are depleted from your great Saborium. Next. The other A-sticks report peacocks begin to squawk in the more shrill manner. Alright, PI, get the hell out of Dodge. It's a little overwhelming in there, and all the commotion was starting to make you feel a bit disconcerted. There's a switch over there on the wall. You give it an askance ogle. 80, point machine gun through the skylight. P.S. Battle technique, fair shake. You give equal consideration to both sides of the argument. Next. The thugs drop 16,500 spondylix, and the beasts drop 2 cured fiend muttons. You pick up the spondylix and eat the muttons to restore your carrots. More thugs approach the sliding glass door. Next. You simply close the door and lock it. The thugs cannot get in. P.S. Next time be sure to throw some corpses in ahead of you. You chuck some thug corpses into level 3 before making your entrance. Man, that was so cold-blooded. The beast thugs and hired muscle are probably thinking twice before fucking with you now. Against the wall is an elegant pair of French doors. 80. Join other 80 at double doors. Looks like the still is percolating nicely. You go upstairs to join your doppel ally. P.S. Hire the hired muscle onto your side. You levy his asking fee, 15,000 spondylix. He agrees. His brawn is at your disposal. Next. The thugs regrettably discover what it's like being on the wrong side of some good hard muscle. They really do, don't they? 80s, bust through doors. Your combined BIM is insufficient for the task. 80, headbutt and impale Monster Kingpin. He is impervious to attacks again. Got to raise that blood sugar some more. 80, chuck another grenade already. Lobster Kingpin successfully auto-parries. The chocolate ricochets off his massive head. It flies towards a ship porthole. P.I. Ogle switch until it implodes with distraughtness. That idea is so silly, even you can't take it very seriously. You just flip the switch instead. Next. Oh. Well, next. Okay, next. Break. The grenade breaks through the port side of red porthole. Alright. The chocolate finally emerges through the starboard side red porthole. Lobster Kingpin receives a well-traveled chocolate and is aghast yet. 80. Now headbutt and impale. Wow. Fluff. Blood sugar. Now that his blood sugar has been compromised, you deal a fearsome blow with the business end of your wig. MK takes minor damage. 80 is down for the count. Next. A-sticks arrive just a little too late for the rowdy, rough and tumble action they craved. The hired muscle seems to have everything well in hand. He appears to have made use of the French doors for slicing beasts in half. He's collecting all the spoils as he operates, snatching up the prized spondylix and muttons as they appear. Sleuth seems irked by this conduct, as it was not part of his implied operating agreement in his view. The muscle's diplomatic skills could obviously use some polish. Above A-sticks, the rapport peacocks become even more Bolsheviks. Candy Mecha, walk through the portal. The capricious machine enters the portal with the dollhouse on its back. Next. Oh, etc. Next. The infinite number of geometrically downscaled candy mechs dump the infinite number of dollhouses on the floor. Fractal candy machine leave. Fractal prospectus. Creation rate 4.1%. Hazard mark contained. Very good. Huh. The fractal prospectus opens automatically to warn you that fractal matter/energy accretion has occurred. You appear to be well within the limits of safety at a 4.1% accretion rate. The infinite summation honeybee professor seems pleased and offers a sage pro tip on responsible fractal management. PI. Flee up spiral staircase and ogle whatever awaits you. Oh hell, it's another stiller dust. You would have to be incredibly strong to move it out of the way. P.S. Diplomatically ask Muscle to become a permanent teammate. Despite his blunt tactics, you think the Muscle could have long-term value to the team. He issues a volley curmudgeonly epithets. His character does not appear to have any depth of lasting appeal. 80s mount motorcycles. Fuck yes, this is one rude hog squad. The foes quake at the rumbling of your steel horses. P.S. This time, throw chunks of beast in ahead of you. You advance to the next level. The beast chunks were sort of heavy, so you could only throw one in ahead of you. You'd think it was still pretty cold-blooded and intimidating, though. Standing in your path is Argus of the Undead, Morthal Dyrax, and his Bone Guard mount. He is flanked by 2 hired muscles. Against the wall is a beautiful, piously decorated stained glass window. 80s dual motorcycle attack. The cycles take out the muscles. The defeated muscles drop 2 savory brute steaks and 31,000 spawn deluxe. Candy mechas, don't show pro tips. Very well, be that way, asshole. Next. The hired muscle is going for the spawn deluxe and the brute steaks. Morthal molests his brainstem with a doldrum flagellum. The hired muscle is now undead. His alignment is now indeterminate. P.S. Battle technique, Brass Tracks. You levy the fee of 3,000 spawn deluxe and summon a trifecta of mystical warriors, the great masters of brass, Buttermilk, Stubbs, Ramblin' Jackson, and Molasses Fats. They're all blind as a bat and full of piss and vinegar. Next. The trio gets down to business. The horn-based onslaught establishes moderate damage to the foes. That is moderate damage. Next. The frightened zombie muscle flees upstairs. No! Morthal, battle technique, Gnostic tank. Pew pew. Morthal Dryax shoots a lot of little skulls out of his skull. The jazz trifecta is afflicted with an undead curse and banished from the physical plane. No! Bone Guard mount, Grass. The Mount Savage hooves flick at problem suits unlucky mug. P.S. Endures significant carrot loss. Next. Hysterical Dame's charm break. Meter is close to maxing out. She experiences a surge in attack power. You scribble on the back of MK's head with a chainsaw. Ugh. P.S. Level 5 Sleuth Diplomacy Impromptu Caucus. Your ally is weighing on the matters. Morthal is one hardy son of a bitch. It's going to take a hell of an attack to take him down. Next. Pickle Inspector has wandered back to the control room. There is a new window there which has captured his discerning ogle. P.S. Time to bring out the noise. Sepulchritude. No, not yet. 80 combat, operandi, belly of the whale. Hurricane force winds drag debris indiscriminately into your mighty marine beast-like orifice. Nothing can withstand the suck of your awesome gut. MK, battle technique, extortion. MK turns the tables on you and horns in on your racket. He nullifies Belly of the Whale and sends that business right back at you. Next. A stick is pulled into Mobster Kingpin's generous tummy. In an act of desperation, AC yanks the pins of his final 2 chocolates. Next. The grenades detonate. All of your wafers have been depleted. A stick is slain. No, not a stick. Death has been waiting for you. He has poured you some tea. Next. The Rapport Peacocks are flipping out. The ostentation drive is at max capacity. One of your most brutal attacks is available for a brief window of time. Ostentation drive, double truffle, shuffle, trouble. What? Double. Truffle. Shuffle. Whoa, trouble. Oh! A tubby customer himself, Morthal, is in awe of your synchronized jiggling bravado. Jesse. That's an attack.
Yeah.
That's an attack.
Okay.
Next. Morthal Direx has been slain handily. Nice. Next. It's a sugary martyrdom and MK's gut has spiked his blood sugar to a near critical level. It is an ideal time for dealing major damage. PI drop window through other window. The recently muted infinite summation honeybee professor does not appear pleased with where this is going. 80. Through a teacup at death. You are so pissed at death to throw your tea in disgust, but you catch a whiff of it and it smells way too good to throw. What is that Darjeeling? God, it's delicious. You throw the saucer instead. PI, put honeybee professor through the window first. The professor is irate with your harebrained lack of discretion. You still can't hear his warnings, though. Next. Startled, you drop the window into itself, knocking the bee out. Oh, God. Oh, no. Next. The window appears to be stuck in itself, knotted into a strange multi-dimensional wreath. The accretion rate is at a dangerous level, but the degree of fractaline matter replication is in check due to self-knotting structure. If any pressure was applied to the windows, it would likely force a critical reaction. This is to be avoided. That really should be avoided, shouldn't it? Next. Exhaling in relief, you accidentally hit a button on the control panel. Next. Oh, God. No. Next. No. Yeah, I would be sad too, Professor. Next. Just big explosion. Okay. Next. And it takes out all the electricity in the city. Cthulhu has been released from his black realm. Oh no. Oh no. Next. All the Pickle Inspector's spark ash has been depleted from his metal samovar. Pickle Inspector is slain. No, not Pickle Inspector. Nurse Broad's affinity crows, flapping frantically. Her murder flux is fully charged. Death ogles you. Delicious teas politely offered. I would accept the tea. Death combat operandi, 2 lumps. Sugar is offered with aggressive courtesy. Death stirs the hot beverage with his scythe. This is incredibly disconcerting. 80 and PI challenge Death to win back your lives. You throw it down hard because that's just how Team Sleuth rolls. Death is intrigued by the offer. Next, Death clicks his ballpoint scythe. Sudoku. Sudoku. Next. A stick slams down his hat in disgust. Pickle Inspector rises boldly to the task. The Weasel King appears briefly in support and supplies PI with a mighty tech tricks of the Arbiter to even the score. Nice. PI, ask Death where Honeybee Professor is. You're just curious. It seems he is pollinating the afterlife. Nice. Next. Oh. That's quite the afterlife. Also the Mandelbrot set? Interesting. Oh. Huh. Next. Cthulhu scales the Cathedral of Syndetic Ascension. Next. Repugnant languor flagella bust through the stained glass window. Yes, collect loot and go up. The windows are too small. Cthulhu poses no threat. You calmly collect the brute steak and 19,000 spondylix and proceed to the next level. Alright. Murder fucks. Nervous breakdown. Your nerves are shot and you can't take it anymore. You console yourself with your teddy bear. You'll console everyone down if you have to. Next. Oh, murder is happening. Next. MK takes serious damage. HG takes moderate collateral damage. The exertion has affected one of Envy's more advanced nerve techs, level 8, case of the vapors. Next. Oh, you have fallen out. NK pushes her out the window. It's going to be a long fall. Next. Communal forces cause your clemency owl to hoot more emphatically. Your parliament uproar meter creeps up. P.S. Ascend to the hopefully final level. Well, okay, level 5 is sort of an odd number, but I guess this can be the last level. A horrific beast and his entourage of lesser beasts blocks the path. It appears a zombie muscle has already kickstarted the melee. Further into the room is a Death Star window. GPI fondly regard crustacean. You're just not listening, are you? P.S. For the love of GPI, it's sepulchritude. No. ZM, battle technique, profane adulteration. Muscle gets the jump on dick. Violation ensues. Next. One of the aces is now undead. He joins the muscle in its rapacious picnicking. I guess that worked. I guess that worked well. P.S. Battle technique. Summon Henry Clay. Henry Clay? This is getting way too out of hand. There's far too much discord in the political atmosphere. It's time to levy Mr. Clay's asking fee and invoke the oratory skills of the great compromiser himself. HC. Battle technique. Pacify. Oh. His arms reaches out. Next. Nar. Henry Clay, how am I... Wow, I'm a huge fan. Could you ratify some treaties for me? Henry? Henry. Okay, not cool, just get out. Boot. The narrative continues through a delightfully charming Kate Beaton-style comic. Who's Kate Beaton? Hark, a vagrant. Okay. Next. Beast and the zombie muscle have all been slain by the rampaging Kentucky senator. Alright. P.S. Advance further into level. Cthulhu explodes through the Death Star window. An embarrassment of moist, friskly flagella writhe about the room. 80. Battle technique. Level 2. Torso flail. You become a torso flail machine and start whipping monster chum like it's going out of style. The red meat merely energizes Cthulhu, making his moist flagella all the friskier. Cool. Cthulhu. Fondle. The tickling tendrils probe curiously for every nook and cranny they can find. It is beyond embarrassing. Next. Shamed, A-Stick leaves the battlefield and goes back downstairs. You're feeling flashbacks of that kid's shame that even your hardiest shuffle wouldn't shake off. 80. Go by Fluthu, granting him wide berth whilst doing so. You slide past the gruesome foe, utilizing a maneuver made famous by an early 90s rap star. Pick up a shard of glass and put it in your inventory. Ah, hell no. Next. The wall behind you is infested with ethnic diversity and good cheer. Oh no, not good cheer. Fluflo, level 77, disquieting leer. Fluflo treats you to a fearsome ogle of necrotizing fury. It is deflected off your shard of glass and hits the mural behind you. Next. The treacherous mob emerges from the artwork with a spring in their undead shuffle. That, I don't like that. Next. You're normally an advocate of diversity and a strong sense of community, but this is one cultural rainbow you wish would just go fuck off. Cultural rainbow combat operandi, mob rule. The Netherworld Town Committee teaches you the hard way that racial harmony is everyone's business. Bespectacled wench community outreach. The Gross Witch dishes sick civic service with her hag palm of the humanity. Plap. Your charm break meter is maxed. You prepare for your ultimate attack, Kiss of Death, but you can't pull the trigger yet. You gotta get his blood sugar up first. Zombie 80, advance. Oh, it's the most hideous thing you've ever seen. A great edifice of stone made manifest the unholy triumvirate itself. Stiller, Wilson, Snoop, the dreaded Bowen Stilson dog. There's no way in hell anyone's going to move that thing. Ugh. Yeah. Thugs, aggress. Zombie A-Stick successfully auto-parries about 1,000 rounds through his soft rotting frame. P.S. Level 10 Sleuth Diplomacy. Ceasefire. Next. Not one for violence, you opt for the diplomatic route in motion for laying down of arms. Next. Next. Oh, oh, choke. Don't choke. Next. Oh. Gun wound. Next. Sleuth has pried himself from the wall and carries the Death Star window around on his back, sort of like a hermit crab. Oh, that's weird. Candy mechas, mobilize. Small fractal mecha army rises to the occasion. They fly through MK's office window. Candy mecha's battle technique: self-sacrifice. Next. Blood sugar. Monster Kingpin goes into diabetic shock. Oh no. Charm break. Kiss of death. Next. Wow. Next. Continuity Gaper. What's that dollhouse doing there anyway? Way to go, champ. Real good going there, hussy. Next. Monster Kingpin has been slain. Enemy, fall in a more nervous manner. You do declare that you must do something about this case of the vapors. Next. Death is there to greet you, although he does seem preoccupied at the moment. Next. Pickle Inspector and Death are embroiled in an epic scrum. They duel in a match of wizard Sudoku. Death charges with a jousting scythe. This is incredibly silly. A-Stick is pinned in a poor strategic position. Hubert raises you with a flagellum of impertinence. Alright, next. Since Death is distracted, you surreptitiously tiptoe out of the afterlife. That's one way to do it. HG, frisk MK's body for valuables. His portly body provides a generous frisking canvas. You could be here a while. A plump hand comes back to life and squeezes your neck. MK, combat operandi, insolent shot. MK's health is restored and his blood sugar has been reduced to 0. Oh no. MK, summon Wilford Brim. You invoke the ruddy, curlish spirit of your great patron spirit, Wilford Brimley. His crippling diabetic dysfunction is barely concealed beneath his fat, mustachioed mug. It looks like someone just hid in his diner. Just shit in his dinner, and he's none too pleased. MK, combat operandi, type 2 diabetes down. The Brimley Geist merges with your aura, and you give the bum's rush to the feisty Jane. Put a bruise on that tomato, see? That key. Next. Hysterical Dane is out cold. Monster Kingpin closes the door to the safe. Next. Your Clemency Owl is hooting up a storm. Your Parliament uproar is cranking, briefly unlocking one of your most lethal attacks, Trusty Knives. Flu's flagella looked like they just got a little moister. 80. Check on hot sauce still. Things are seriously rumbling in this still room. Parliament uproar, Trusty Knives. If you didn't have your trusty knives, you think you'd split your wrists. You'd slit your wrists. Next. Oh, that's one way to hold them. Next. Yay! Next. More knives. Next. More stabbing. Next. Even more sharp objects. Next. P.S. Target the plug. Don't forget your witty one-liner. After one of your more inspired sleuth rolls, you drop your cold-blooded line, which you spent the last few minutes thinking up. Hate to cut and run. Oh, he did cut. Next. Flu has been slain. Nice. Good job. Next. Oh, get the hell out of there. P.S. Victory dance. Tom Sleuth gained a level. Great victory dance there. Imagination plus 103. Pulchritude plus 16,390. Vim plus 2. Problem Sleuth excelled to a new rating. Canny Gumshoe. Problem Sleuth accrued battle technique level 25. Sleuth diplomacy. Problem Sleuth accrued battle technique level 9. Unconditional surrender. Problem Sleuth gained a level. Imagination plus 181. Pulchritude plus 20,020. Vim plus 1. Problem Sleuth excelled to a new rating. Suitor to the Soda Jerk's confidant. Problem Sleuth accrued combat operandi. Armistice problem. Sleuth perfected his gambit schema. Candy corn vampire. MK, battle technique. Hooched up bootlegger. A savvy mug like you is sure to stash his hard-earned cabbage in gin mills and rum running. You're never without supply. You imbibe a great volume of sugar-free candy liquor. Your imagination soars. Oh no. Oh no. MK, build fort out of desk. Next. You are halted in your tracks by the sight of the repellent Bowen Stilson dog. It looks like this is the end of the road. Next. Oh. This is worse than last time. Next. Oh. Oh! It just blows out. Cool. The blast travels up the dumbwaiter shaft. Next. The Bowen Stilson dog has been destroyed. P.S. Rebuild Bowen Stilson dog. Don't do that. There's no hope. Sorry. You have to know when to let go. Alright. 80. Check aftermath of still explosion. The 5-alarm hot sauce is ready. The juice sure looks like it packs a wallop. Yeah, no kidding. P.S. 80. Open NK's door. Enter. You were a little too late. Monster Kingpin is safely tucked away in his fort. He is quite obviously impervious to all physical attacks in there. You'll have to find another way to get at him. P.S. 80. Enter safe room. Someone has beaten the tar out of this fair dame. You wonder what sort of monster would lay his mitts on such a classy-looking skirt. Your blood boils. P.S. 80. Go up. The path is blocked. You'll need an awful strong fellow to bust the obstacle. 80. Drink sauce. You ladle the potent condiment from its basin with your trusty hat. It has a funny taste. You can't put your finger on it, but if you had to describe it, you would say it has the flavor of intense pain. Next, an incredible transmutation takes place. Next, A-Stick becomes Fiesta A-Stick. Your Vim reaches its full potential. Oh. MK, descend to demonhood. You cannot descend into the sky because the universe is not upside down. Next. On his way back up, Fiesta A-Stick inverts the stained glass window to test his awesome strength. Next. He is now upside down. MK, Descend to demonhood. Fad. Get bust out of there. Endala, arriba. I feel like I butchered those words, but oh well. You put your normal hat back on because you think this silly ethnic shit is probably going to get really old really fast. You lose the poncho too. Next. You send your bratwurst fingered fist bust word obliterating it. It was full of candy, sort of like a pinata. Your sleuth comrades instinctively dive for the treats. The ethic connotation rears its ugly head and makes you a little hot under the collar. Next. I said next. MK continues to ascend in an upside-down manner. P.S. FAD, ZAD, advance. You're arranged to find a Wilson bus blocking your path this time. There is a captain's sextant on the floor over there. It appears to be missing its telescope. FAD, whale on Wilson bust. It's full of more candy, mostly fun-sized Snickers and 3 Musketeers bars, only a couple of coveted salted melons. P.S. FAD, ZAD, advance. These are the stairs to the deck. Fiesta Ace pushes on the trapdoor. There is some resistance from above. Something is blocking it. Probably nothing your ripped pair of sauce-roided guns can't handle. Cutscene. A ship. The pirate variety. In space. FAD, open the trapdoor. Your brawn sends Captain Snoopy skyward. P.S. FAD, ZAD, go up to deck. The Lobster Kingpin's ship, the Chicago Overcoat, Blackthorn of the imaginary skies. Next. You suddenly remember the universe is upside down. A stick falls into the sky. Problem Sleuth grabs hold of the steering wheel. Next. Oh great, here comes MK descending his ass off like a motherfucker. You've got to think of a way to right this ship fast. P.S. Climb the steering wheel. With an adept motion, you swoop right, wrong side up to face the wheel. Next. A strange light emanates from the wheel. Oh. Whoa. We have God over there, the tower, and then the ship, I think. The navigation viewfinder activates. P.S. Turn wheel capsizing the boat upright. It does not have the intended effect, but the consequence is roughly the same. Instead of riding the ship, you capsize the whole universe. Oh. Next.
Good for him, I guess.
Zombie and Fiesta Ace fall back to the deck. Admiral Sleuth decides to call this the Ace deck because he thinks it sounds clever. He also thinks he should be referred to as Admiral Sleuth, if only for a little while. Captain Soup falls back down and crushes one of the propulsion fans. No, not the propulsion fans. MK is now technically ascending from the carried over momentum of his previous descent. Demonhood is imminent. NB, land already. Oh. This is where you come in. You would nervously land already, but future Pickle Inspector appears and intercepts you. You wonder why. Who's this tall brawny fella? Pause. Unpause. MK's indecent ascension is nearly complete. Next. Oh my. That's a thing. Final boss battle. Chapter 13 of 22. And that is where we're ending the reading for today. Alright. Anyway. One of those two. Still have a lot to get through. We're only a little past one chapter past halfway, so yay. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. And then, yeah, that's where we left off. And that's where we got to. Chapter 13. So, and, yeah, fractals. This makes, all of this stuff down here is now making a little bit more sense. A little bit. B. Anyway, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chapters left. So yeah, next week we're gonna do 5 chapters, starting from chapter 13, and ending off on chapter 18. So yeah, that's fun. Let's see. Has the archive been updated? Bard Quest hasn't, and Jailbreak still hasn't. Lovely. And we're currently going through problems with epilogues. We'll read that later. Homestuck, finished, coming soon. And finished, I think? I think Sleeper on Hell Jeff is finished. Is there anything else? I don't think so.